March 8th, 2012, shots fired inside Western Psych, and in a flash, lives changed. A young man named Michael Schaub was killed. The other person who died that day was the mentally ill shooter who legally bought 2 handguns. And tonight we're looking at the laws that let that happen and a possible solution. Target 11 investigator Rick Earl tonight has more after talking to Michael Schaub's parents about their hope for a change.
We lost our whole family in the exact same way. And this gun issue hits us twice as hard.
Harry and Mary Schaub's son Michael died during the shooting rampage at Western Psych last year. 2 years earlier, their daughter was shot and killed by her boyfriend. And they found the best way to deal with the tragedy, keeping busy at their restaurant near Delmont.
It's unfathomable. I wake up some days, I don't know what day it is, or I say, am I living in a dream, am I in a nightmare?
The nightmare began when John Schick, a man with a history of mental illness, walked into the hospital and began shooting. Schick bought 2 guns in New Mexico, a state that doesn't require background checks for private sales. The Schaubs want universal background checks.
If everybody could look at this issue through our eyes and feel our pain, it's a no-brainer.
I believe that if there was some type of database, then that would have gotten out there.
Until this year, Pennsylvania was one of 9 states that did not submit mental health records to the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. But in January, state police began voluntarily submitting that information. For the first 3 months of this year, Allegheny had 1,943 reports, 172 from Beaver, 162 in Westmoreland, 123 in Butler, and 19 in Washington County.
This is about saving lives.
State Representative Aaron Mulchaney of Brookline is co-sponsoring a bill that would require state police to provide mental health records to the national database within 48 hours of receiving them. Critics see this as a potential invasion of a patient's privacy and another gun control measure. But Mulchaney says saving lives is more important.
This is really designed to share the kind of information that can prevent anything really tragic from happening.
Now, the legislation deals specifically with people who have been involuntarily committed. It would also allow for a person's mental health condition to be re-evaluated after a 2-year period. Reporting live downtown, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
All right, Rick, thanks very much. An unforgettable story. It's hard to imagine how those parents can do.
I totally agree.
If you're interested in hearing more, we have a lot of exclusive content on WPXI.com.
You will hear Harry and Mary Schaub describe life after losing both of their children. It's almost unthinkable to gun violence. You'll also hear their many questions about that shooting at Western Psych.